Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome to just a quick little video about streaming. So, as some of you guys know, in my streams, I used to, do both Twitch and YouTube. It took me a while to get that going, and once I got it all going, we went for about a full week of streaming on both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, and unfortunately, we had some unfortunate issues with my computer, and unfortunately my computer just crashed one day due to some issues with it. Now, what you're seeing right now is actually something very, well, it's taken me a while actually to do. What you're seeing on the screen here is, on the right, my YouTube live stream. Right now I'm not actually streaming, so to speak, I'm just doing a quick little test here. And on the left is Twitch. You'll also see two different options on the screen. I'm actually going to grab my mouse here real quick because I'm actually running a third version of OBS to record this. So as you can see, we got YouTube here on the right and Twitch here on the left. Now, for those of you who think, yeah, this can't be done, this is bullshit, blah, 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 blah. Well, File, Settings, Stream to Twitch. Put in my Twitch stream key. You'll notice it's just a bunch of random letters and numbers right now. Or on this one, File, Settings, Stream, YouTube. So that's show for now because I don't have anything in there. Done. Cancel out of both those. And we're good to go. I have it set up so only one records and the other one does not. Because, as you can see on, well, we'll go with the YouTube one. There's two options that I'm lighting up in red, here and here. And on Twitch as well. That is the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat simultaneously. So the only difference between the one here on the left and the one here on the right, because they're both also taking the exact same screen. Right now they're both actually doing my second screen. Later on I'm going to swap it out so they're both doing my primary screen. But I'm actually recording on that one right now. So what basically will happen is this. There will be a bit of a delay, because what the plan will be to do is shorten up the delay a little bit. So people that used to watch my videos before know this. There used to be a significant delay in my YouTube chat on the screen. That was because people were chatting on both YouTube and Twitch. So basically what was happening was my computer was getting the information and then throwing it into my screens here and then popping up for everyone to see. So when you're typing real time, I could see it real time and I was responding to them real time, but they just didn't pop up on the YouTube, the actual chats, the two windows in real time. There was about, I think it was a really big, I think it was almost a minute delay, but nonetheless, that will be something that, you know, just has to be, mainly because of how much information this has to be, basically broken down. Another thing, videos might not be in 1080p for the first bit, just so we can kind of break things into position and kind of break things down and get things going a little bit. So that's pretty good. Secondly, on both Twitch and YouTube, I've set up a, only because some friends have told me to, and I thought, why not? There will be a tip option, if you guys are so inclined. Already got one, and it was just from a live stream, a test live stream I've done. So that's pretty good. I want to thank that person for it. I'm trying to, and I'm hoping to have it set up so that it should pop up on both Twitch and YouTube together. Catch-22 here is if you're on YouTube and you have it, say, and you did a donation or what have you, that pops up on the YouTube side, and vice versa. If you're on Twitch, it pops up on Twitch. I'm hoping to try and figure out a way to cross-reference the two. So basically have more than one tip thing so that it actually pops up on both. So if someone does a donation on YouTube, it shows up on both YouTube and Twitch, and vice versa. Right now I'm only going to be recording one. It's probably going to be from YouTube, or probably from Twitch, sorry. Only because Twitch should be probably having a higher resolution and not as many problems. I've been having problems recently with YouTube. So we're going to have to try and see just how we can get that going and without running any problems. Other than that, I will be releasing a thing next week, yet again, showing the theoretical plan for from streaming again. To try this experiment again for a week. Do a lot of streaming and all that stuff. We're gonna have multiple different games and multiple different stuff. If you also miss a live stream, I'm gonna make sure it archives on YouTube so that's one reason why I'm doing it this way. So that way, if you miss a live stream, you can just go back to it again, and there you go. So that way, it's just constant. I hop on, play the game for an hour or two, and then take a 15 to 20 minute break, get the next game ready to go. That gives me a chance to go do something, and then come back and do it again for a couple more hours. Every now and then, depending on what's going on, might bump a game and play a game longer, or vice versa. Theoretically, what I also hope to do is set up something that basically, how can I put this? Sets things up so that basically I want to kind of intermix the two together, so I don't have to run all these different OBSs, specifically just the two. I'm just recording with the third one, but specifically so that I don't have to do all this stuff and all that. I'm hoping that there's a way that I can sooner or later just intermix the two. My hope is, fingers crossed, I'm going to be talking to a buddy of mine who also is going to be streaming, and theoretically what we hope to do is also intermix a third stream in. So I'll have both my YouTube and Twitch channels going at the same time, and then his YouTube channel will be incorporated as well. So I've got to try and figure out how to do that. We figure I'll probably open a third scene and maybe even a third OBS that's then projecting that onto another monitor, a third monitor that I have already, and then that will be then being captured by both OBSs and putting it in as well. As for a webcam and my face, a couple people have asked and all that stuff, and to be honest, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. It's not that it's not that I'm worried about how I look and how people perceive me and all that stuff, because I could give two shits. It's mostly about just my room, like my office. I don't know where I would put it, for one. My computer is in one spot. Where I would put the camera would actually project basically up against the wall on the other side of the office. So it'd just be me and then a huge blank and about a 20-foot space between me and the wall behind me in my office. I was thinking of putting it on, for example, on top of my computer. Some of you have seen the videos of what my desk looks like. It's about a foot to the left of where my actual monitors are. If I did that, unfortunately, you would basically just be in the left side of my face. If I put it to the right on the wall of my desk, because I have a corner desk, you just be getting the right side of my face. So it's definitely one of those things where I don't really know what to do. I know some YouTubers have like posts that they set up behind them and green screen and all that stuff. I don't know if I would really want to do that, only because I'm not that that intricate when it comes to all that stuff. So I'll have to think about it. Might even be changing up my computer situation, because I do have that third monitor that I will be probably connecting in the next little bit to get that third option, that third heat, for those of you who watch 30 Rock. But anyways, thanks for watching. So once again, live streaming will be starting up on Monday again. I'm going to be doing a lot of it. And for those of you who have watched before, can probably attest to people that haven't. When I say I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming, I mean like 2 or 3, maybe even 3 or 4 a day, probably. I'll be releasing a list of all the different games I'll be playing and all that stuff, and having some fun while doing it. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Bye bye.